Hello and welcome, my demonetized videos. How you guys doing today? It's Chris here, and I've got sort of a spicy topic to talk about. Ooh, man, this is kind of brutal for a lot of people. We're going to talk about the new scandal on YouTube, the new drama about all these videos being demonetized. Now, this is not something that just affects me, all right? This is going to be something that affects a lot of YouTubers out there. So I kind of want to give my 2 cents about it. The way I want to do it is I wanted to talk about it from like 3 different points of views. I want to talk about from YouTube's point of view, from what I think is your guys' point of view, and some secondhand experience that I've heard, and from my point of view on how this sort of affects me and why I think it might be right or wrong, and what they could do to, maybe make it better. So, all right, the new drama is that YouTube is now making so if you don't have 1,000 subscribers, you can't make money on your videos anymore. That's the gist of it. The old rules were that if you had 100 or 1,000 views, I think, you could make money on your videos. Literally just like 1,000 views, like click monetize, bam, making money on your videos. So the old rules were obviously very, very crazy reasonable, if you ask me. Like, that was ridiculous that YouTube allowed that to happen, and it kind of makes sense too. And I'll talk about why in just a second. And now they're making it much more stringent, and I'm going to talk about why they're going to make it a lot more stringent. 1,000 subscribers, that seems pretty unreasonable, doesn't it? Well, let's get into it. YouTube's point of view. Let's talk about right before Adpocalypse. We're talking about 2016. Maybe even earlier than that, 2015. YouTube's got tons of advertisers that are like, internet, oh, throw money at the internet, let's get people in on these advertisers. So YouTube's like, oh crap, dude, we need to get more content out there. Let's just put some videos out, let's just, get people to make videos so they can make money. Anybody can make money. So they just started throwing, people just started throwing videos on the internet, and YouTube was just like, yeah, we're eating this up. As long as you get a view, you get monies. And everybody was really excited about this, And again, YouTube had all this advertising money, so they didn't really care. Now, what happened is Adpocalypse. Eventually, advertisers decided, you know what? We don't really like that we can't decide what ads are going on what videos. We want to pick the video that our ads are going on. And like I said in my other videos, this makes sense. You want this should happen. At least in my opinion, this should happen. Advertisers should get to pick, within a reasonable limit, what videos their ads go on. You don't want to align it with a really weird or stupid thing that just doesn't make sense. Perfect example I gave in my other video that I talked about something in my monetization issues is right before a pus bubble gets popped and explodes on somebody's face. You have a burrito ad. That doesn't make any sense. Obviously nobody's going to want to eat a burrito that, you watch that you just see a pus bubble explode on. It's just like, that just doesn't make any sense. That's just like one example, but I'm talking about more extremist videos, like crazy Nazi type videos and animal abusing videos and, people hurting other people and stuff like that. Like, all that stuff, even though supposedly it was like against community guidelines, some of it just got through and just got on YouTube and just nobody dealt with it for a while. And those were getting advertised on, which is crazy. So it's good that YouTube allowed a way to have a lot of people make money, but then Adpocalypse happened, and all the money sort of drained away, and it's draining away from all the YouTubers. Nobody's making money anymore. And YouTube has to figure out how the heck they're going to fix this. So what they do is they make an algorithm. That's their main thing. They're going to make an algorithm. I know I talk about those algorithms like that, but YouTube made an algorithm, because I hate the freaking algorithm, as you guys probably know. And I don't even like calling it an algorithm. I like calling it a robot, because that's what it is. Freaking robot out there just deciding demonetize Chris's videos. It's just one little I just imagine like a robot at a computer like, nope, Chris, you don't get your video money. You do not get it. So this algorithm is supposed to keep the extremist, crazier content demonetizable. Again, makes sense. Problem is, even my channel, which is pretty safe for work, I think, pretty family-friendly, I suppose. Not completely 100% like unbelievably family-friendly, but compared to just about everything else on YouTube, it's pretty darn good, right? And, I'm getting affected when a lot of other YouTubers that are much worse than me are not getting affected either, which is kind of scary. People who swear, say worse things, do crazier stuff are not getting affected. For some reason, I am. Don't know why. That doesn't make any sense to me. That algorithm. Back at it again. So, yeah, so they came out with this algorithm, and it's supposed to help limit the extremist videos and make it so the advertisers are going to want to come back and get more money onto YouTube. But it's causing a lot of problems because it's catching frickin' everything. The algorithm just doesn't work. If the algorithm worked, this would be okay. I don't think they would even have to make these changes, but the algorithm doesn't work. Everybody's videos are getting demonetized because they're basically throwing out a gigantic net and just catching everything instead of throwing out little tiny nets to catch certain videos. And that's the problem. They're always like, we really need to be super safe and make sure that no extremist videos, no crazy videos end up getting up on YouTube and getting monetized. And, you know, it's a terrible, it just doesn't work. I'm sorry, it just doesn't work. I don't know if YouTube can ever fix it, but right now it just doesn't work. So, yeah, so that obviously YouTube's got to do something now. So now they're having everybody get really angry at YouTube because they're like, all right, well, you're supporting these really gigantic channels that usually make pretty reasonably safe advertiser-friendly stuff, and this is where like the whole Logan Paul thing comes in. It's like, oh my god, Logan Paul caused this to happen. Really, Logan Paul didn't end up causing this to happen. It's more that everybody's videos are being affected, and when you do get demonetized, like in my example, I have to go and fight against it. I call it fight against it. Some people might use some other words, but I fight against it and I say, no, this is a monetizable video, and I should be able to monetize this video, and I win basically every time. And I say basically because one time I did not win when I had the $$ K in the title of my video. Did not win that time. But I win, I'm just going to call it every time, okay? So a human approves every single one of my videos. A robot declines every single one of my videos. So what I have a feeling is YouTube has to have these people that, you know, obviously get paid a lot of freaking money to work at YouTube and Google, to go and watch all these videos to make sure that they are advertiser friendly. Personally watch these things, see if anything really crazy or bad happens. And obviously that's a lot of freaking manpower. So when you not just talk about videos that are, you know, have 1 million+ subscribers like Logan Paul's videos, but you go down the thing to my videos, and they go down, oh man, like I'm a pretty big channel. You go down to like, you know, couple thousand subscribers, and you even go lower than that, people who don't even have 1,000 subscribers who are getting barely any views, the algorithm's catching them, but then they still have to fight against it too, and a human has to go watch their videos and you know, see if they're safe or not. And this is the biggest issue for them, is just the craziness of having them to go watch all these freaking videos and see if they're safe or not. So to YouTube, they're like, this just isn't working at all. We can't watch all these videos. At least that's the way I think about it. They're probably like, we can't watch all these videos. There's no way we can do all of this all at once. So we've got to make a new system. There's too many videos that are getting caught by the algorithm that humans have to approve, and blah, 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 blah. So what they do, they said, well, to limit just about all the crazy videos, what we're going to do is we're going to make it so you need to have 1,000 subscribers. That's going to take away a lot of the spam channels, a lot of the channels that like do really bad things, like just straight up copy other channels' videos and just post them on YouTube and get the random like view traffic from that. Just silly things like that, you know. But it also affects just the average YouTuber, I'd say. The YouTuber that every once in a while posts a video. It's just like, I thought this was cool, I'm going to post a video. Who don't make millions of dollars, don't make a living off of this, but make some money, you know? And that's the main thing, they make some money. So let's talk about this from your point of view now. We talked about YouTube and why they wanted to do this, and like I said, most of it makes sense to me from YouTube's point of view, but why would this make you guys, why would this make some people angry? Well, from, again, secondhand experience, I talked to some people who have right around 1,000 subscribers or a little bit less, and how this is going to affect them. They're like, well, what if I lose 10, 20 subscribers? Like, I don't post every single day. What if, you know, another, you know, bot thing comes by and chops off 50 of my subscribers? Am I going to be, you know, stuck not making any money on my channel anymore? And sadly, probably, yeah. You probably won't. You're not going to get grandfathered in. Nobody gets grandfathered into this thing. It's just if you have 1,000 subscribers, you're good. Don't have 1,000 subscribers, you bad. So, it's not just new YouTubers coming in and like making channels and stuff like that. It's everybody. Okay, so why is everybody angry? Well, first of all, you take somebody's money away, they're going to be really upset, especially just the regular, everyday, average YouTuber. I have a couple friends who say that they don't make all that much money. They make about $100 a year. That's right around, you know, they have like 700-something subscribers, but they get a pretty decent amount of views, though. And that's the thing, is sometimes you don't have that many subscribers, but you get a pretty decent amount of views. And if you, 1,000 views is approximately like $1, depending on who you are and what you're doing and everything like that. Like before taxes, before cuts and stuff like that, it's approximately $1. So, if you get like 10,000 views, you get $10. If you get like 100,000 views, which is pretty substantial to me, you make about $100 a year. 100,000 views a year equals $100. Like I said, that's a pretty substantial amount of views right there. But because they don't have the 700, they don't have the 1,000 subscribers, they're not going to be making that $100 anymore. Now, what did they do with that $100? A lot of people would say, you know, if you're an adult, you're like, well, I can work one day and make $100. Like, you know, or maybe even more. Like, I don't know. You can work one day and make about $100. Instead of a year, a full year. Like, what could you possibly do with this? Well, a lot of them are like barely 18. They're in college or something like that. Or they're living at home still with their parents. They don't have a job yet. So this is like their sole point of income. It's just this $100 a year that they like buy extra stuff with, you know? So to them, it like really hurts. I know one of my friends, you know, with his YouTube money, he basically buys his internet. That's what he does. He's just like, nope, I just buy the internet. That's what I do. I buy good internet so I can have good, so I can, basically, YouTube pays for his internet, and now he's not going to be able to do that anymore. He didn't spend all that much on his internet, but YouTube made him a decent amount of money, but he doesn't have 1,000 subscribers. He was getting a good amount of views, but not 1,000 subscribers. And like, there's no way to just like magically like fix that, you know? So it just kind of really sucks for him too. Beyond that, though, there's even this issue that, I don't know if you guys know or not, but YouTube only pays out every time you get $100. So there's this weird issue that what if they have like $96 and then all of a sudden next month they're gonna, you know, just stop making money, and then YouTube doesn't do a payout because they didn't reach the $100 threshold. YouTube's literally just holding on to their $97, and they're like, well, you can't make this money until you get over 1,000 subscribers and start making money again, which is another really bad thing that they didn't really talk about when they did this. I really hope that they do end up paying out anybody who didn't get 1,000 subscribers, just all the money that whatever they earned, whether it's $5, $20, $100, 99.99, pay them out, you know? I think that for sure needs to happen. Okay. So I've talked about it from YouTube's point of view. I've tried to give some ideas on why, you know, you guys probably don't like it. If you have any other, you know, reasons, let me know in the comments below. I'm sure other people will probably completely understand that too, especially if you're right at that threshold. So, you know, it's more about that, like, some of these people don't have any other ways to make money. You know, that's just all they do. They just post YouTube videos, and like I said, if you're doing this like full-time, you don't care about that $100. But if you're doing this as just a random part-time thing every once in a while where you make just a tiny bit of money here and there, and you get to buy something once a year, maybe even buy, oh, my one friend Joey, he used to buy his mom a present every year with his YouTube money. That was his thing. He bought his mom a present every year. And I'm just like, well, now we can't do that. You know, that's just so freaking sad. It really is. And, you know, I'm talking about this as $100 a year. Some people do make more than that, too. And maybe haven't reached that threshold. So what YouTube said, though, is that about, I don't remember the exact numbers here, but about 90% of these people that have 1,000 subscribers or less are making less than $100 a year. And about, I think 95% are making less. What am I doing here? I can't math right. And about 95, I think I'm doing this right. 95% are making less than $100 a year, and 90% of them are making less than like $10 a year or something like that. Like something like very minuscule. But they're all monetizing their videos, and they might all be fighting against the copyright and stuff like that. And when you think about it, it's like only $10. That's like no money at all. But that's a full you know, 10,000 views. That still seems like a lot to me. I think, at least. So, like I said, just really annoying, really sad for a lot of these really small YouTubers. And I think this is generally the thing. It's a really small YouTuber. You have to be, if you're less than 1,000 subscribers, I consider you a small YouTuber. I even consider somebody under, like, 20,000 subscribers, maybe even 50,000 subscribers, a fairly small YouTuber. If you're not doing it you probably can't do it full-time at 50K, but maybe you can. You have to have a lot of like really productive videos to do that. But I'd say that you probably can't make it full-time on YouTube until at least 100,000, probably more than that. So, anyways, let's talk about my point of view now. I actually mostly agree with YouTube. All right. And it's partially because it benefits me, and I know that the system's broken right now, but I want to give you guys a reason why, not just because it benefits me right now. Back when I started making videos, I did not monetize my videos. In fact, every single person that ever asks me about YouTube and stuff like that, I tell them, do not monetize your videos until you get over 1,000 subscribers. Anybody who's actually asked me that, you can go, I don't know if there's anybody that's still watching who has asked me that in the past, but I tell people don't monetize until you get over 1,000 subscribers. First of all, sometimes the ads can scare people away. Feel like, you know what, I don't really feel like watching this ad. This was before the skip function, I think, existed. You can scare people away with these, longer advertisements. They'd be like, you know what, I'm not going to watch your video. You got a freaking long ad on it. I'm going to watch something that doesn't have an ad on it. So that can scare people. Well, and, like, you're making, like, almost no money, okay? I think that's one of the main reasons. You're making almost no money, as well. Like I said, making $100 a year, like, is it worth it to monetize your video to maybe scare other subscribers away that might want to watch your stuff? I don't know. Back in the day, back when I started YouTube, I said no. So I didn't monetize my stuff until I think I had, definitely over 1,000 subscribers. I think it was closer to like 2,000 or 3,000 where I started monetizing my stuff. And at that point, I was actually making probably about $30 a month. Sorry about that, my dog's barking. I was making about $30 a month. And for me, I remember very specifically, like, what can $30 do? It bought me food. All right, I was in college, and it bought me food every single month. I was actually relying, and sometimes gas too, but I remember I had very specifically like under $200 in my bank account, and like out of all my money, I wasn't working either. I was going to school, and I'm like, oh my god, how am I gonna make ends meet? And I was like, oh my god, I gotta rely on my YouTube money. Is my YouTube money gonna come in this month? And I'm like, yes, I got my $40 in YouTube money. That's gonna buy me my hot dogs and my ramen and my other really cheap, crappy food, because that's what I ate in college because I was really, really poor. So, like, I do understand that, like, that tiny little bit of money can really matter to a lot of people, but at the same time, I feel like when it's lower than that, I mean, I don't know, man. That's just kind of scary. If you really rely on that money that much, that kind of sucks, to be honest. You know, I hope that you can do something else that can make you more money in the future, because $100 really isn't that much money. Just gonna be honest with you guys. Is really not that much money when your rent is, hundreds upon hundreds, sometimes even almost $1,000. So, the last thing I want to say, though, is that this is going to hopefully, maybe, partially fix my monetization issues as well, and a lot of other medium-sized YouTubers that actually rely on this as their, like, job, who actually put a lot of effort, a lot of time in this, and sort of, I know it's going to screw over some of you guys that, like, work really hard on your videos and post every once in a while and kind of rely on your money, but it's going to screw over a lot of other stupid people that are like trying to steal other YouTubers' views and doing all these really stupid things and posting really crappy content on there. I hope that it screws over those people more than it screws over the regular everyday YouTuber. And like I said, I hope that it fixes my monetization issues, because there's not going to be as many people working at YouTube having to go through all these crazy videos, that don't even deserve to be on YouTube, and overlook them and make sure that they're safe for advertisers. I hope that doesn't end up being a problem. By the way, this is a really freaking crazy game, guys. I'm actually a little bit surprised that my Wizard Tack Shooter combo, which I kind of just randomly decided on, did such a good job right here. I know the Phoenix was pretty boss, but I think the Blade Maelstroms were really the, like, super boss thing that really helped me out there. But fighting against a ninja strategy is freaking tough, man. Those ninjas are powerful. So I went for a Oh my god on a fairly early round. It was like around 23. So he's got an extreme amount of slowdown over here. I'm actually struggling over here on my side. But with down to 7 lives, I gotta be really, really careful, man. I'm trying to, like, sell my stuff to just send out gigantic rushes and everything. It's working out okay because he's only got 1 mortar. I think if we went with more mortars, like a big one, he probably would have been able to defend over here. But it looks like it's not going all that well for him. He's still got a chance to take him down, but as long as we don't lose to the natural Bloons in this next round, I think we should win. He's going to go for any counters or anything. He gets another 2-4 ninjas. We're slowing it down a lot. We got some ceramics coming. I got no abilities right now. I'm going to have to sell that guy to buy another Blade Maelstrom just to keep myself alive right here. It looks like the Bloons will end up sneaking through his defense on that side, and Razodin will be taken down. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right. So, oops, accidental little tiny baby error right there. Whoopsie doodles. So we're going to play another one up in here against Kiwi Minty. I like it. So just to kind of reiterate really quick, kind of the end talk about this video is I'm sorry to all the people that it really screws over. I hope that there is a way that you can maybe, you know, and this is the other thing though, is like it affects those people that randomly post, I feel like, more than the people that are actually trying to become YouTubers. I feel like a lot of people, they try and become YouTubers to make money, and that was definitely not my goal when I was making YouTube videos. Absolutely freaking not. I did not do it to make money. It just turned out to be a job for me. I did it because I enjoyed making my videos. I enjoyed it making other people happy. I enjoyed doing all those things, and I feel like, you know, a lot of people, they're doing it all wrong. I know the money is nice, but you're doing it wrong. You shouldn't be doing it for the money. You should be doing it because you like making videos, or because you like making other people happy with your videos. You don't know how many people come to me and they say, Chris, your videos have really made a difference in my life, and like I really appreciate all the content, all your stories. I feel like I really know you in life, and you know, that makes me really happy too, by the way, to hear all that. But you know, I feel like somewhere the whole idea of YouTube got lost when all these random people came to YouTube and started posting stupid stuff to make money instead of posting things because it was necessarily maybe good or fun for them. That's another thing, man. If you're making videos only for money, it's not fun to make videos. Don't make freaking videos. That's like the #1 thing that I say to people when they're trying to make videos, is you got to be consistent. You have to enjoy making videos. It's not going to happen overnight. You know, that's probably the worst thing about it, is a lot of people, they just want quick, easy way to become a big YouTuber, make lots of money. Like, no. It's hard work, determination, effort, consistency, and enjoying yourself. If you're enjoying yourself, if you enjoy what you do, other people are going to enjoy it with you. Right? I mean, come on, that's the main thing. And of course, I enjoy Bloons quite a bit. I enjoy other games too. Kind of wish that I could play some other games on my channel and have people actually enjoy and watch it, but generally it doesn't really work out all that well. People come here for Bloons, and I kind of understand that, and that's why I have other channels and other ways for people to kind of interact with my content. I think maybe once Bloons Start Event 6 comes out or something, we get a couple new subscribers, I might end up trying to switch it over and do maybe like a couple other types of videos every once in a while type thing. We'll see how it goes. I don't know, but you know, that's where we're at right now. This was a really interesting combo, by the way. This was not a random. I actually chose this specifically. I thought it was going to be a fun combo. Engineer. There's probably better ones. I'll admit that. There's probably better ones out there. But I thought it was going to be a really fun and interesting combo. Engineer to start. You know, get a 1-0 engineer, maybe even 9-inch nails if you want. Pop them border in the middle. You got cam detection. You got some cleanup action with your engineer and everything. We'll see if it ends up working out. So, again, leave your guys' opinions in the comments below. Let me know if you guys think that my opinion is completely wrong, crazy, stupid, or what. But I think YouTube's kind of in the right with this. I think that, you know, there's a couple things they could have done a little bit smoother, like giving people more time. They only gave people, I think, a month or two to react to this. Give them a couple months. It was just, like, so fast. Kind of sucks. But, you know, I guess I understand if they're really, really struggling over there. I hope YouTube can end up, you know, doing better after this. So watch this, guys. Freaking gigantic regen rainbow rush. We get a freaking big one. How else are you going to stop that without a big one? I don't know. But we totally annihilate that thing. But now I'm like, oh, man, I really don't have a good defense. Like, if I sell this thing, I need to get some money somehow. I don't have any banana farms or anything, so I have to sell the big one. Rebound my mortar. He sends out another regen rainbow rush. Oh, snap. So we end up popping most of those balloons with the left-sided guy over there, and he's going to end up almost dying to this rush, but he does end up defending for now. We're going to go for a secondary zebra rush, and this is going to take him down, guys. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you press that like button for me. I'd really, really appreciate that. Subscribe if you haven't, and obviously, have a super-duper delicious day.